Hi, how y'all doing? It's Thursday, June 12th, almost 7 p.m. as of recording this video. I'm sitting in the hospital, but for once, I'm not the patient. I'm sitting at Wilson's Children's Hospital in downtown Jacksonville. Joey had his tonsils out this morning, and he is doing phenomenal. It went really well. The surgery took 36 minutes. They removed his tonsils and his adenoids. They said his tonsils were also both full of tonsil stones too. It took him about an hour to wake up, and as soon as he woke up, he was already talking. He was dizzy, he was slurred, he was a little bit confused, kind of silly, but he fell back asleep for another hour and a half, and when he woke up, he was about right as rain. He has to stay overnight for observation, but he is rip-roaring and ready to go. He wants to go home. He is extremely bored. We have tablet, we have books, we have toys. He's played with everything, done everything, and he's over it. He wants to go home, but he's got to stay the night. So me and his mom are staying. I am sitting in his room right now. They have a little playroom on the ward, and they just went down to the playroom to give him something to do. I said I'm going to sit here and finish my coffee, and then I will join them. And I figured I would make an update video, since I won't get a chance to post a video until sometime tomorrow. I certainly did not want to make a video in her presence, because even though she may know I have a channel, she may not know. And if she doesn't know, she doesn't. I don't want to have her start any shit because I have videos with Joey up on occasion. I don't care about anything else I say, you know, it's the truth. But I don't want her starting any crap with me over having videos on here that I have Joey in. But his surgery went incredibly well, and he's already feeling so much better. He was really scared, and we had some panic moments when IVs had to be inserted, but we got through it. He did good, and it's done. And he still can't believe it's finally done. We've been talking about this for so long, and now it's done. So today was a good day with good results. This is a very tiny room. It has a very small couch and a small recliner. There's not much room to separate them very far. And me and Joey's mother are certainly not going to sleep near each other. So I may be reduced to sleeping in this rather hard and uncomfortable basic hospital chair. But that'll be okay. I wanted to make sure I was here for Joey when this was done. He wanted me here, so I will sleep in this chair, and I will hurt my back. It's not like it doesn't hurt already. I will get a crick in my neck. I will probably wake up in the middle of the night and have to go on a walkabout to loosen up a little bit. And maybe I can come back in here and get a little bit more sleep. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will go home tomorrow and flop down in my recliner at my house, or crawl up my stairs and fall asleep in my bed. Don't know. We'll see. What else? My folks drove me up here. My mom is not comfortable with the interstate. She was not comfortable with downtown, even though we didn't have to go across the river. So we're in like the smaller, lesser compact section of downtown. But we got here, and they'll be back here to get me tomorrow. My ex did offer me to ride home with her and Joey and Matt, the boyfriend. And I can honestly say, I do kind of like Matt. He seems like a decent guy. Yes, I've kind of run him down a little bit. I've called him a doofus. Because I'm a traditionalist. I'm old school. I know how to fix shit, and I know how to handle my shit. And I have seen a couple of different occasions where he had trouble doing simple things with equipment that he has been handling for a while. He is not a not what I would consider more of a man's man, shall we say. And he is very much a simp and a simp for my ex-wife and a milquetoast. But he's a decent guy. And he treats them both well, my ex-wife and Joey, and that's all that matters. But it has been very hard today to sit in this room with the two of them and listening to them talk, cutesy like she and I used to, and I couldn't ride in a car with them. It would be too much. It would be way too hard. Our wedding anniversary was 4 days ago, and I'm still feeling that. So, despite the extra gas, my parents are coming back up here tomorrow to pick me up. As far as my foot appointment that occurred Tuesday, that went really well. Doc is really happy with my foot. There's one little pinhole in the bottom of my foot. He wants me to just continue to iodine. And other than that, he says it's pretty much done. He said that hole that opened up is now closed. And it probably was just water retention. That's what came out of it. And since there was an opening, it just came out. He said he doesn't see or feel any signs of a cavity in there. So that's good. That means I'm very nearly done with my foot, and I am so happy, and I am praying so much that there are no relapses with the foot. The surgery site that where they did the biopsy is trying to get infected. It would not be good for me to get MRSA in that location. It has swollen massively. The surgeon that did the biopsy said that that's normal when removing lymph nodes. But I started out with something the size of a large grape. Now I have a swollen mass under my skin the size of a large Idaho potato. And it's inflamed. I talked to the doc, and he sent me a prescription for antibiotics, which I got yesterday and have now taken 3 doses of. So hopefully by the beginning of next week it will have calmed down. If not, I'll have to go back and see him. And then other than that, continuing with my heart and continuing with the oncologist because even though that biopsy came back clear, that does not mean I'm out of the woods. It does not mean I'm in the clear, because I have over a dozen other enlarged lymph nodes and masses in my body that are much larger than they should be. And since there's no infection in my foot left over, it's very doubtful that they are enlarged now because of my foot. So we have to continue to chase that down, do more scans, possibly a more extensive biopsy in a deeper location. So that, and continuing with the eyes, but they are improving as well. I could see fairly well in the pre-dawn hours that we left the house this morning, me and my folks. They stayed at my house last night so that we could just get up and go. And I could see better than I had before. So I think that when, by the time I'm ready for glasses, I probably won't have any problems driving at night. I'm hoping so much. So it seems like I'm just down to the eyes, the heart, and potential cancer. I wish I could say that that biopsy meant that there is no cancer, but it doesn't, because there could have been another reason that particular node was inflamed, but I got all these other ones, especially those that are enlarged in the same locations where they were before. So the risk of cancer returning is still kind of high, and we just got to keep running it down. But the foot is doing much better, which is good. As far as like recovery and regaining my strength, that is coming so damn slow. I hate it. I feel so weak and limited. There were guys in their 80s at Bayview, the nursing home, that were getting around better and stronger than I am now. And, I'm so far from finally beating the sepsis and getting home, but I have regained so little. And I know it takes time, but I think it feels to me like it's taken too much time for how little I've gained. And that's another concern, because I feel like maybe there's some other underlying cause why I'm not getting my strength back, or at least increasing my strength and my endurance the way I should. But we'll see. So that is all I've got for you tonight. I want to jump off here before they come back. I very much appreciate y'all continuing to follow along. I hope you've had a good week. Apart from this thing on my leg having swelled up, mine hasn't been too bad. It hurts like crazy though, and I toss and turn. I sleep on my sides a lot, and every time I roll over on my right side, I'm on top of it, and that hurts. It's always something. My GoFundMe link will be in the description if anyone would like to help out. And I will jump back on here, if not tomorrow, Saturday, because Joey is going home with her and her boyfriend tomorrow. Because it's technically the weekend, and she's got him on weekends now. I'll get him back Sunday evening. So I will Try to make another one tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I'll do one Saturday. Hope you all have a good evening. And again, my GoFundMe will be in the description. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.